The Cuervo Gold. The fine Colombian. Make tonight a wonderful thing. Still off the CZ. I'm off everything, man. I'm just getting back on the sparkling water. When I was gone, no place had sparkling water. I had to start drinking unsweetened Fuse iced tea. All of a sudden started understanding why people are drinking so many corn syrup laden sodas, man. Don't you know the CO2 in sparkling water is bad for your teeth? I ain't that worried about my teeth. I just don't want to like get dementia or whatever. Ideally, like eventually it's probably guaranteed if you live long enough. But like as long as possible, delaying it would be nice. The Diet Coke won't do it to you? Damn, bro's talking about the diet of worms, doesn't realize Worm Zero came out ages ago. That's what you sound like right now. You're talking about the diet of worms. Which is... I always get... Sorry, Chad, I need your help here. Another religious question. I always get the diet of worms confused with the Council of Nicaea. It's the Council of Nicaea that's like, are the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost all different fellas, or is it just different aspects of one fella, right? Which one's the diet of worms? Diet of worms was Martin Luther. No wonder dude was so pressed. He's probably just hungry. Has anyone ever considered maybe Martin Luther and his tenets of Reformation were just motivated by Buddy needing a snack? Huge. Ghibli, what you know about mining down in the deep? When your wood runs out, you can call that absent trees. Mob so fast, gotta throw a Sloanus potion. Now I'm feeling like an axolotl in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday at work, I thought Joan of Arc was Noah's wife. Damn, that's fucking... So I don't believe that happened, but that's fucking believable, and that's great. It's so great, I feel like somebody's already come up with it. Not like a comedian, but I bet like that situation has happened somewhere. That's really good. It did happen, I swear. You ever think about how hard that was, though? Dude was so pressed, he nailed some shit to the church door. That is kind of crazy. He changed history just by writing a letter to the editor. That doesn't happen all that often. You got to give it up for Martin Luther. Even if, like, his ideology is, like, the reason that, to this day, I get, like, made fun of for going on vacation. They're like, you should be working instead. Why? Because that dude was so hungry, he got pissed off at the Catholic Church or whatever. Whatever. Words are powerful. We all got our own crosses to bear. I don't know that much about what he did, to be honest. Mom's pearls. What's your cross to bear? This cross-eyed bear that you give to me? You ought to know. He nailed some shit to a door. He literally thought he was Pearlator. He did surgery on a grape. No! Wait, is this good? It's extremely good. I think I want to try it. Look at that aura. Martin Luther, if he was played by Jack Black in the movie. Nailed it! I could see that. I could see that. We need Richard Linklater to save Jack Black from Minecraft and Borderlands. Well, actually, I really want to see Minecraft the movie too. I want to see what happens. They got to bring back the Ender Dragon in Minecraft the movie too, I think. You ever wonder what happens when you mix hot lava and chicken? Chicken lava. You ever pour hot lava on your balls? Once. Once, but never again. What was it like? Cold. Wouldn't expect that it was cold. Dude, I forgot. We had a momentous couple of days. Because of my saga of like, well, I mean, long story short, I had impacted earwax. I went to the audiologist and got the earwax taken out. But then because of that, Kate bought like an ear cleaning device on Amazon. So it's like a Chinese ear stick with a light and a camera on the end of it. So you can stick it in your ear and get the earwax out. And she was pulling the earwax out of my ear, and I was like, this is awesome. I was pulling the earwax out of her ear, and I was like, whoa, this is crazy, man. One thing that'll surprise you, I don't know if you're the same type of beast as me. I knew my ears were hairy. I did not know that inside it's actually so fucking disgusting in there. I think I have 10,000 hairs inside of my ear canal. It's so fucking gross, man. It's crazy in there. It's fucking so disgusting. If you've never seen your ear up close, like in the canal, my advice to you is do not. Like, I'm a different kind of fella. I got over it pretty quick, but I know a lot of you are still like, oh, they said moist. Can you not say moist? Like, oh, don't eat Doritos directly into the microphone. I've self-diagnosed myself with misophonia, which actually sounds like some shit you would get at a bad Japanese restaurant. Doesn't sound like a real medical condition. Sounds like you went to a bad sushi spot, man. That ain't my fault. Look at that. The hairs protect your ears. I just put a little bit of Nair on the stick and then went to bed. No! Touch some velvet then? Nah, it feels gross. That's a step too far. The velvet feels really gross. You're crazy for that one. What? It doesn't feel good. Velvet feels really gross. It just feels smooth. Maybe I'm thinking of suede. Either suede or velvet, I really do not like the touch of. Which is normal. It's a very normal thing that normal people have. That's copium. What about a peach? Don't mind a peach too much. But if it got any peachier, I might start to have an issue. But don't listen, I'm gonna turn it back around on you because that's what I do. Don't get on my case about this shit, brother. Like, you're not the reason that the most popular genre of video on YouTube is like American guy explains a Japanese convenience store. So when you get in there, you're like, oh, I already know everything about this place. Here's where the snacks are. They keep the cold drinks in the refrigerator. Just here's where the microwave is. I get it. My mom was asking me, like, she was like, why are these kind of videos popular? And I was like, well, you know, you may have never considered this, but people, they like, first off, they like Japan. Secondly, they like to be very prepared for situations that they may or may not find themselves in, but aspire to find themselves in one day. Secondly, there's like the crinkling of the bags. Some people like, there's the, it's like very calm noises. They like the sound of like pressing the button on the microwave. the microwave goes open, the clink of the glass when you, the glass plate in the microwave when you put the food in the microwave, the sound of the door closing, then the beep, beep, beep. Beep. And they like someone in subtitles saying, careful when you get the food out of the microwave, it might be too hot. Some people are into that, man. Not me, because I'm normal, but should make a microwave ASMR video. I can't handle the Japanese konbini videos, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna make enemies, it's not fair. But when they eat the food and they're like, it's so good, I'm like, no, it's not, man. No, it's not. I've eaten it. You're glazing. Why are you glazing this garbage? The onigiri is good, okay? The onigiri is good. When they buy like the prepackaged like corn chowders and shit like that, and then act like it's like a fancy restaurant or something like that, I'm like losing my mind. I'm like, I've had it, man. I've had it. It's bad. Draw the line just below you. That's my goal, man. That's my main goal. You're more American than most Americans. I don't know about that. Guy at the Salt Lake City airport, when he found out I was Canadian, he asked me if I ever seen South Park where the heads don't attach to the necks. They attach like at the mouth instead. And I was like, yeah. Yeah, I've seen it. That's kind of a crazy thing to say to someone when you find out where they're from, though. As like the first thing. I'll be damned if they don't have a nice airport, though. I gotta hand it to them on that one. Friends till the end. I do also have to say, and this is not an anti-American bit, but it's really funny, okay? There were two, because we were waiting to get on the airplane. We were sitting at the gate. There was an American group, like friends, that were across the gate from us. And they were talking about how they were going to Vancouver to get on a cruise, right? Which is common because we have a cruise terminal. Because unlike Utah, we're adjacent to the ocean. And we have, yeah, I know you got mountains too. I've seen them. We have them as well. But regardless, they were talking about how like they're excited for their cruise. Oh, it's fun to go to Canada. They didn't say anything wrong, okay? But where it gets funnier is that when you arrive in Vancouver, there is a... You're going to think that I'm making this up, but I swear. They were like in front of us when we left into the arrivals part of the airport. And there's a sign that says all departures. And it has a Canada and a US flag on it. And they were arguing about whether they have to go there. And I could hear parts of the argument, and they're like, well, we're getting on a cruise. So I think like a cruise is a departure, so I think we have to go there. And then the other dude was really trying to make his case that was like, I think it's just if you're getting on an airplane that you have to go through that. And then they were like, it says all departures. Like, what does all mean to you? And then in a way, in a Don Norman style way, I was like, I actually see their point, but I was laughing. I was like, I've been here before. You don't have to go up there. I'm departing too. I'm leaving the airport to go to my house. Should I go up there? He was making a good case, man. Anyway, I think they were gonna make it. I get it, to be honest. They were watching Konbini videos on their phones. I'm just kidding. They were watching college football. Of course. Well, so was I. Ain't never been on an airplane with live TV before. Type of shit that gets you complaining about doorknobs. I blame Don Norman for getting me complaining about every public bathroom that I go to. Old. Don Norman's right, though. He's right about doorknobs. He's right about hotel showers, too. Every time I read, which I did a little bit read, The Design of Everyday Things while I was away, I'm like, damn, there's dozens of me out there. Don Norman, kind of the original NL. He's writing in like 1982 or something. He's like, why aren't hotel showers standardized? And I'm like, thank you. Dude, do you know it's been 45 years since you first published this shit? It's only gotten worse, man. Hang on, this could be good. Serious question, why is a chat for a streamer that I guess is in his 40s full of people that talk like 6-year-olds? All the I can't, pog, etc. I'm 40 and enjoy watching you, but your chat is very old. Or very odd, you said. Very odd. Shut up and put the pogs in the bag, Unk. Millennials do love to talk like that, though. They do love to say so. I'm enjoying the content, but why is he wearing a collared shirt? Does this make sense to anybody? Takes one to know one, and buddy, trust me, I am one with a capital O. In his 40s is diabolical. I actually don't take offense to it. It's crazy. People in their 20s look better than people in their 30s. But if you've been outside, people in their 40s are kind of hot these days. People, I think it's like in your 30s, I don't know what's going on. Maybe like the early 30s, they're suffering from like the vape addictions and stuff like that, a lack of free time because they're part of the, you got to hustle, especially right now. Peak stress because your kids are young, you don't have enough time to do everything. People in their 40s seem like they're kind of holding it together, man. Not universally, but I honestly, I take it as a compliment. The only thing nicer was if you'd say, you look like you're in your 50s. I'm hoping to peak in my 50s. 60s, that is probably a little naive. The milk starts to curdle eventually, but 40s and 50s, I ain't too stressed about. I look better now at 40 than I did in my 20s. Didn't I tell you to put the pogs in the bag blindsided? Doing a lot of relating for somebody who should be putting the pogs in the bag right now. Robert Pattinson's 40? Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, he does it at BTTV, so he thinks people are just typing. No, the typing is an encode. It's an algorithm that allows people to encode their emotions into a single picture, much like language has allowed us to encode complicated ideas into a relatively compact form with words and sentences and sounds and stuff like that. No wonder you're confused. You really are 40, man. In my 30s, that wouldn't happen to me. I would just get better at Twitch TV, I think. Although it did take me like 10 years to do it, but that's because I thought it was a Chrome extension that was going to like steal all my data. And it was. Kay was talking to me. She was saying, here's what she said. She said, I read online, or maybe she heard it, that the thing that Gen Z hates about millennials when they type is that they don't send like one big message if they have a lot of, like a message to send that contains multiple ideas. They don't send one big message. They break it up and send it in like 20 parts. And I said, that makes sense to me because I do that, but I'm not gonna stop, and I'll tell you why. Because talking and text messaging both require spaces sometimes to let a sentence breathe, okay? If you're typing, there's a rhythm to conversation, I'm trying to say. If I'm typing, and you see that I'm typing, because every app is like, the unk's still typing. and you put in like a line to react to a message that I've said, and then I get annoyed with you because I'm not done talking yet, that's the same way it would happen in conversation. You've interrupted me. I put one idea there. You're supposed to sit with that idea. You're supposed to let it percolate a little bit while I'm typing the next idea, and then it's all going to flow like more naturally as a result. You're not supposed to react in media res to every single message. You're supposed to wait until the logical conclusion of the idea, and then you butt in. Yeah, but 1 notification versus 20? You have notifications on? Who's the boss? You or the phone, bro? It's the phone. I guess it's not even like a gotcha, but like... I mean, it's me too, but like... They all get bunched together anyways? That's what I'm trying to say, man. Plus, I don't really want to like send someone a text and then like they open their messaging app and there's a fucking like huge essay in there. Because I know how it is. They're going to read the first line, then they're going to read the last line, and then they're going to decide if they want to read it all. No, man. I'm going to give you one taste at a time, and then eventually you will have accidentally read the entire thing. Now, I understand if it annoys you. I'm just telling you why I'm not going to stop. Give me this. Because there's some shit that, like, you know, my parents' generation does in texting that annoys me. The ... dots when they just want to ask me, like, what we should have for dinner this weekend is crazy. But I don't think they're going to change. You know it's the ... If something that... Here's something that I think we can compromise on. Something that I find annoying in myself when I text... especially if it's someone that I'm not close to, is ending every sentence with a capital LOL. If I'm talking to not a close friend, but like a new friend or an acquaintance, every second message is definitely ending with capital LOL. But I also look at the LOL as kind of like that's the old version of saying like over. Like it's your turn to now respond. That's the ham radio, like I've made my joke, I've hit the tennis ball, it's going back over the net, and you can choose how to reply. I think it's analogous to human communication. Parents do treat the text as a preamble to a phone call. You're not wrong about that. A text can just be a text. It doesn't have to lead to anything. A text is not a contract, but it's very nice. Yes, please. Huge. I'm out. Every time I text my dad, he calls me to respond. That would work on me. Nah, I'm just being weird. That sucks though. Don't go question mark it. I've been trying to work that would work on me into conversation. I don't, and you might say, what trends with Gen Z kind of annoy you? I don't know, man. I don't want to like be a virtue signaler, but I'm not really engaged in too many text message chains with Gen Zs. Like I know they're like 25 right now, but I got no business talking to them. I mean, I guess maybe like if I was selling my house or something, my realtor might be like 29 or something, maybe. I don't know. What about Chiblee? Chiblee, I love Chiblee. He's my favorite Australian. Chiblee is. Him and the other guy with the crocodiles. Not Captain Hook, the other one. Steve Harvey, that's him, Steve Harvey, we love him. I think the shine is off the rose of no capitals ever. You don't have to text with perfect grammar. I don't think that really matters. But the deliberate artifice of a of backspacing a capital letter at the start of a sentence to replace it with a lowercase. That might be the Gen Z like text vocal fry that I'm starting to find. Not well. What I'm going to say is I'm not going to say that I hate it. What I'm going to say is I'm going to say that I hate it because you've been criticizing me, so I'm going to criticize you. How does that feel? A lot of us have no autocorrect. Okay, just learn how to talk, I guess. Sorry. You're ducking with me? What is this? Librarian, why are you dropping an Instagram reel into chat? If this isn't King Botch, but that backflip though, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Bro, break the rock. Tina, you fat lard, come eat some dinner and break the rock. It's actually a great post. I don't even know if this shit is gonna work, man. Sometimes my wife sends me an Instagram reel and it says like, sign up for Instagram to watch this. And I'm like, well, that's not gonna happen. Let me see here. How it feels to text in all lowercase as a grown adult 30 years old. All right, that is kind of sick. This is the you've never seen such a hungry guy as well. That is really good. Will you be home for Thanksgiving? Love you. Might pull up. I'll let you know. Damn, that is good, man. That's some good stuff. I knew you'd love it. It's pretty good. The benefit of not being on social media is that I only get the you don't want unfiltered stuff, man. I want the filter. The raw algorithm is too much for a fellow like me. I much prefer the filtered algorithm as sent to me by Chibli and Librarian. Married, almost 30, no social media. Is it over for me? No, brother, it's just beginning. I think it's just like, that's the dream. I think you're in a great spot. Plus, you're 30. I know I say this all the time, it's annoying. And also, I'm like peddling the drugs. So like, it's even more annoying. Every time I'm out in Gen Pop, I can't believe how many people are tanking YouTube shorts to the dome like 24/7, like at dinner with their families all the time. It's crazy, man. People on the cruise buying the cruise Wi-Fi to watch reels at dinner on vacation with their kids. Like, it's what's going on, man? What are you doing? It's diabolical. What's fucked up is that it's normal, man. Like, it's normal in the sense, I mean, it's weird, but it's normal because so many people are doing it. And I know I say it all the time, but like, people have very strong opinions on like what kids are doing with their time online. But then like, it's way sadder to me when like an old person is watching YouTube shorts, because I'm like, you should know better, man. Like when I see a kid that's only eating chicken tenders, I'm like, yeah, you're 8. That's what you do. But like when I see an adult that only eats chicken tenders, I'm like, buddy, you have gray pubes. What are you doing? Yeah, you ate? I bet you did. Chicken tenders. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm an adult, I can't eat what I want? Well, you should know what's bad for you, man. I think, like, you know, it's probably not 100% analogous that, like, eating birthday cake for every meal is, like, as bad for your body as watching YouTube shorts is for your brain. But, like, you gotta know that shit ain't good for you. Like, you're actively microdosing stupidity, and and like getting angry about some shit that happened in like Philadelphia. And you live in Ohio, which I think it might be next door. So maybe that actually could be relevant to your day-to-day. I gotta imagine the map of the United States right now. What happened in Philadelphia? Turn on the TV! Any channel! No, I'm talking about Philly's Karen. That's all I got. Feliz Navidad to you as well. Feliz Navidad to you as well. I'm not going that way. I'm just surprised, man. I don't know. Like, TV is not great. My dad was watching an episode of Hudson and Rex yesterday. I was like, what the fuck is going on? It's a show about a cop who has like a dog. The dog's his partner. They set up a bait car so that they could find out who's been stealing all these cars. Bro, put the dog in the car. Why the fuck you leaving your partner in the bait car, bro? That shit is designed to be stolen. That just seems like horrible police work. And then they stole the car, they put the dog in a damn shipping crate and sent it across the ocean. Hudson, that's just a dereliction of duty, man. That dog's supposed to be your partner. It doesn't make any damn sense. But the shorts is crazy. The dog's gonna lead them to the site. You just don't get it. I mean, the dog was multi-talented. But he is not good at getting out of the bait car before they load it into the shipping container and put it on the tanker, man. Like, he's got a very limited skill set. I thought Hudson was the dog. You thought on a show called Hudson and Rex, you thought that Rex was the man. And Hudson was the dog. Are you fucking with me? Could go either way. No, man, Rex is like top 10 dog name. Top 10 classic dog name, Rex. Rex, Fido, Rover. I know. Millennials, we would naming our dogs like quesadilla and shit like that. Bacon grilled cheese, whatever. I'm talking about old dogs. Hudson's number 2? No, it's not, bro. Kids are named Hudson these days. The number of Hudson Jackson Rileys I encountered on my voyage. Make your head spin, but... Hudson. Don't call it a voyage. I sailed the 7 seas. This is gonna suck, man. Yep. My dog is gonna be 18 in February. In time to vote in the midterms. That could be a huge asset. Wait, what kind of dog is it? What kind of dog do you have? Fuck, 2X bully. Shit. Shit. A mega terrier. I was telling Kate as well. I think honestly, there's a lot. I have a limited breadth of knowledge, which is a erudite way of saying I don't know much about dog breeds. I think if I'm being honest, I bet I couldn't accurately name 15 breeds of dog. And I 100% believe that. There's some obvious ones. I know a German Shepherd. I know Shiba Inu. I know a Golden Retriever. Pug is an easy one. Poodles are tricky. Sometimes the poodle surprises you. Sometimes you're like, well, you see a dog that's like dyed pink and like furry, and you're like, that's a poodle. But sometimes you're like, damn, that's like a stealth poodle. I didn't know that was a poodle. Chihuahua was very easy to identify in the 90s, but there's a lot of smaller dogs now that I think I might consider to be like Chihuahua adjacent. One second, this is gonna be a bit of a mess here. That's not really that helpful. Pomeranian, I'd probably know. I think I could probably get Pomeranian. I could get a Greyhound, I think, as well, but then after that, it's Corgi, yes, Corgi I could get. After that, it's getting pretty tough, though. That's tough. That's a tough one. Doberman, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I could get a Doberman. Sight unseen, at least. I'm not 100% confident I could get a Doberman. Wow. So, am I a fucking joke to you? No! My fucking streak! Hang on, I gotta go pee. Call this slash marker Isaac 2.